All right. We here. We back. Today for a little bit. What's that? Oh. Okay, we're here. We are back to nothing but answers. This is gonna be me for a little bit. Hold it down. So this is what we do. This is the place you come to get all the answers you need because really all we need is me to get all the answers. Anything you need, I'm going to answer because I kind of know it all. Not really. So uh-oh. Let me see. What's up, Ruth? This can occur.
Hello. Hi, folks.
What's going on?
What's going on?
Hey, Lily. Who else is that? I hear somebody else.
It's Vaughn.
Oh, hi, Vaughn. Hi, Vaughn. Hi, Vaughn.
Hi.
Decided to come back.
That was nice.
Do this again.
Yeah.
Vaughn had so much fun.
This is not the ketchup hour. Thank you. We started the show already.
Stop it, okay? Stop.
Okay. We started the show already. This is what I'm talking about. You're gonna be docked. So hey, like I said, we're a little catching up this week. We're a little behind. This storm slowed me down. Hot and muggy out. It's disgusting. But we're gonna get through it. We're gonna do it. Let's introduce the cast. Did you hear Ruth? What's going on, Ruth?
I had to talk to my man. All right. Sorry.
No, hey, all day. We break for Roger over here, okay? When he speaks, we listen. Okay?
That's right.
Team Roger Lee. I'm sorry.
There it is. What's going on? How was your week?
My week? You talking to me now?
Yeah. No.
Okay. I have to make sure I'm clear on what's happening, okay?
I don't know what's going on. This is
Thanks for asking. Good week. You're right. Hot, muggy week, but also rainy and stormy and just gray. So had to really rise to make myself feel like, ooh, it's bright and sunny out.
right. The
But
sunshine comes from within.
Sometimes. Some days it doesn't.
I hear you. Vaughn, what's going on, man?
Chilling, man. Chilling. I'm on my
came back. How you doing though?
I'm on the computer. I can't put the I don't have the camera on this one.
That's cool. We don't want these women to go crazy anyway. We're trying to.
Yeah, that's like I said.
I can't hear too well.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Something's going on. I think it's on my end.
Yeah, I hear you. Let me see something.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Let me see something. But go ahead. So how was your week?
It's good. It's a regular week. I got a couple launches that I had to do this week.
Okay.
I had to build like 3 or 4 different websites for somebody, and then it's a lot. And I was actually supposed to go to my reunion today, but I got in a little accident, so I couldn't go.
Oh, word.
So
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I'm good though. You see, I'm talking, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm chilling. Look, man, I talk to the girls from my class that I want to talk to, so I don't really need to see nobody.
Right.
I'm still cool with them.
Oh, shoot. I'm not sure what's going on right now.
Yeah, you muted my mic.
Hold on. There we go. Thank you, Leanne.
And then where's Ruth?
You're welcome.
Oh yeah, where's Ruth?
Yeah, and on my homeboys, I'm still cool with everybody from high school that I know that I was cool with. So
right. So you spoke to, you need to speak to.
Yeah, it's like going back. It's like I'm gonna see y'all next week anyway.
Yeah. My bad. I was trying to. Okay, that sounds a little better, right? I guess not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you good? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm well. I'm well. Good week.
Mhm.
You know, what I mean, good week. I mean, they go by so fast. It just seemed like we're just here, right? And we're back here
Right.
again. So things are moving very quickly. But it was a good week. Time's moving. So I think I try to spend my time as productive and as intentional as possible because I feel like things are just going by so fast.
Mhm.
I tell everybody, be intentional about what you do, you move, you make, who you have around you, because time's the most expensive, important thing in the world. Can't get it back. What you laughing at, Neil? What's so funny?
Smiling at that bright statement.
I'll tell you. Sunshine. Lee, you want to say anything?
No.
Okay. So listen.
All right. Well.
Hey, listen. That's a woman who knows what she knows what time it is. She knows what she wants.
Mhm.
She speaks her mind. That's why I mess with her. You know, that's my home.
Right.
But anything this week? Anybody want to talk about anything that we missed? I see you got an Eagle shirt on.
Yes, Eagles, let's go. Pre-game training games. Yes. Okay.
Pre-game training games.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you don't know football without saying you don't know football. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go slam
Harold,
dunk.
you keep going
Yes.
in and out. I can't really hear you.
Let's go slam dunk.
You keep going in and out. I can't hear you.
Am I going in and out for you, Vaughn?
Nah, and she just froze a little bit.
Yeah, that's you.
You got
Yeah, you're going in and out. Something's
It's
up.
you.
it's you. It's you.
What's with me?
Right.
You just
I
froze.
He hears me fine. I hear everybody fine too. And you
Ask
kind of.
Lee.
Yeah, Leanne, am I going in and out?
No.
Okay.
You're supposed to
Yeah.
say yes.
I know. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, I'm going
I
out
just
and
say-
coming back because something's wrong on my end. I'll be back.
Okay. See you later.
Up, yeah, up. She set us up.
So, what I will say, we'll wait for her to come back. Yeah, it was not really as big this week I could think about either. I didn't really see anything that really moved me.
Who's that? Remember they were saying that woman was a transvest. They saying she was transgender in the boxing, and come find out
Right.
it was actually a girl.
She was actually a girl. Yep. But they
Oh.
did say, so what I did hear, and again, I could be wrong. She did have an XY chromosome.
Listen, she's just a chick from everybody had that girl on the block that was just tough. That's her.
Yeah, but like I said, they didn't do genetic testing from my understanding, but somewhere, and I don't know how true. They said that, no, that's what they said. Whoever tested her, it was, I think, from Russia or Germany. I can't remember, but they said the test wasn't reliable, which so-called said she had XY chromosomes.
So but was she born a girl? That's all I need to know. That's a yes.
Women are XX, men are XY, if I'm not mistaken, right? So they're saying she had like XXY.
So wait, but was she born a girl? That's all I want to know.
Again, you can't.
Because if she was born a girl, she just tougher on that side.
So that's the thing. When you and that's what they're saying. Again, I didn't do all the research in it all the way from when I looked at it.
Where's she?
Her having the hilarious. Her having the supposedly the XXY would make her.
But they tried to do that to Serena.
But Serena's definitely XX.
That's
right?
That's because when you're looking at her, you're like, yeah, she got all the XX stuff there because she looks like that. But
Serena?
can that person? Yeah, Serena. She built like a truck. But you look at that other woman.
No.
When you look at that other woman, right? The boxer. Can she have a baby? That's all I want to know. If she can have a baby,
that
stop.
I don't know. We don't, and that's what I said. So there was something with the testing that they don't test. Now, what I will say from what I learned from whatever country she's from, they don't even allow the.
She's Algerian. They don't play that. They chop
Right.
her up.
Right. So they said, with that being said, most likely this woman is a woman, right? So I'm gonna go for that. She's a woman. The Olympics wouldn't allow her to be other.
Right.
So, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see in coming. I don't know enough about it.
And you have to take a physical in the Olympics because you have to get a physical, right? You have to.
Right.
All of them have to get physical, so they had to verify. Hey,
well, remember, see, but the thing sometimes people are intersex, right?
But she's not.
Right. Well, no, she's not as far as we can see. Some people who are intersex may have, say, like you may have one ovary and one testicle. You can't see that without being tested.
Yeah, so as far as they know, like right now, the only thing they're saying is that her chromosomes are heavier on one side. And this is going to be the problem. I'm going to tell you what they're going to do. Because they tried that with Serena and say that she had more, because she has more masculine trait when you do her genetic testing than she does female. But most.
Where'd you hear that at? You just made that up.
No, I did not. Go back and you can look it up. You can go back and look it up. Look, Ruth. Look at Ruth. She turned off her camera because she's talking to Roger. But I'm telling you. See, she's like, boy, I told you to go do some dishes. You had to wrap him up real quick.
You have a bad connection.
Yep.
He's out of the
basement.
I have a bad connection going on. I can barely hear you guys.
Well, we talking about you.
I just hear every other word.
Tamika, how about you? Can you hear us or no?
I can hear you now. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. It's
put a hanger on the back of the computer. Look, she can't hear nothing. Look, put one hand up and turn your glasses to the side. She ain't got no signal.
Yeah, I hope Leanne says she hears us as well, so hopefully everything's okay.
I'm working on it. I don't know.
Because us in real time, we don't know what's really going on. But yeah, so again, I guess we'll look more into it. I believe that one person who tested us said something like she was XY.
Yeah, I heard that.
But that wasn't conclusive. They didn't show any paperwork or anything on that. So for everything we know, she's a woman, born a woman. She didn't even win all her fights. It wasn't like she was just dominating, running through the women's division. I think she lost like 9 fights. So I'm gonna go with
she's 5-4.
Right. So I'm gonna go with she's a woman. There's no reason for me to believe that she's not. Like you said, the Olympic does do some type of testing. Now, I only thing and the last thing I'll say on it, that I am upset because it was a track runner who ran the 800. I think her name was Caster. I can't remember her full name. They actually said she had too much testosterone and wouldn't allow her to run. And
that's where I was going with it, is that they're going to do that because you got to realize the black athletes beat everybody. They're always look so. A lot of these girls now, if you look at them, no matter what color they are, they coming out and they are looking built. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna. I think that it's gonna be an issue later on down the line with this testing. It's stupid. It was a girl. Go ahead, run. You ain't taking no juice. Go run. That's it.
Right, and that's what it should be. But we'll see, and we'll keep an eye on it. Hey, Lee Little. Hey, Shamika, how are you doing?
I'm good. Long, busy day, but I'm good. Thank you.
Welcome back.
How's everybody?
Hey, we're good. We're good. Leanne, give us something to chat about. And just everybody just get ready to listen. I'm about to drop some knowledge on everybody.
That's what I'm talking about. Look, he rubbed his hands. It's time.
Time to educate the masses. Okay. Oh. Let's see, what is this?
You get extra water for the trip.
Yeah, I got
you. Why's my music not playing?
Morgan's phone.
All right. We got water. We're gassed up. Let's do this.
You can just take me home. I'm not going on this trip.
Wow.
4 years of my life wasted. You were just a waste of time. You're literally worthless. I told you I've been lied to and you acted like you understood. You got caught. That's why you're quiet, because you got caught. Who is Morgan? You got a girl's name in your Bluetooth, so obviously Morgan was in this car. Go ahead, talk. I'm really curious how you're going to explain this one.
This is a rental car. So I'm assuming Morgan is the last person who drove it.
Oh my God, it's almost 5 o'clock. We should probably get going because we're probably going to get stuck in traffic. Do you want a massage? And babe, can you get extra water for the trip?
Hilarious. First, that is so on point. That is so real. Why? My question, I need to ask, why are women like that? Just let me know. And when we say we speak in that way, we don't mean all. It's like maybe 2 of you that are not that way. But why are you women like that? Shamika.
Well, first off,
Uh-oh.
Don't be calling my name.
Jumping in the rope. Go ahead, Leah. What you got?
he should have known to check the daggone car
Right.
services
Right.
to
because
make
her-
sure it wasn't nobody else's name up there.
I need my camera.
You don't just get in a car with somebody else's name on the vehicle. No, you don't do that. You change all the settings when you get in it. So he was wrong from the jump. And he knew how she was going to react. And him just saying, oh, it's a rental, that's okay. No, it's not okay. Because you didn't do your due diligence and fix the problem before we even became a problem.
We in court.
So we're going to have a new show. It's called Women and Not Being Accountable for Their Own Actions.
Yeah. Why do I have to do due diligence? This is not a court proceeding. We're getting in the car.
It's
Right.
not a
Why
court
do-
proceeding.
No. Why do I have? Did you really just? Yo, what is wrong with you? Yo.
Oh, she had the big joke already. That was
Everything
funny.
is up
Yo.
for grabs.
That was
Listen,
Just
funny.
know that the
Listen.
way you move,
If I get
you
into
got
a
to be
car,
correct from start to finish.
listen, nobody got time to be babysitting every single step of your emotional stability. Nobody has time for that. If I get into a car that is a rental car and you say, and you get upset because somebody else's name is in there, yeah, you're going right home. That's it. End of discussion. If you get upset about something like that, I can imagine the other types of hell that you're going to take me through. Nah, I'm cool.
I agree. Shamika, talk to me. What's going on here?
I'm just calling women. A couple of things. I think. Well, my first thought was she said 4 years of her life wasted. So why she didn't know it was a rental car if she's been with him for 4 years? But
Well, she's crazy. That's why.
I mean, I guess that was my first thought. But then I don't know. I feel like she was a little hyperactive for that situation. Like if you had questions, you just ask questions. Like if you want to know who it was, you ask.
So I think, okay, like you said, the 4 years comes up, which means this has been on her mind. So she's been she's been thinking about this is maybe too long. She maybe wants him to move in a certain direction. And now she's looking for any reason to be out. So she sees
But
him
he
in
may
the
have
car.
given her reason to feel like that too.
Oh, I hate when women do that. So it's his fault for her in her problems. That's
I'm
what we're
saying, like,
Yes.
if he cheated on her in the past, or if he,
No.
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 If he gave her a
It's not
reason not to
any of that.
trust him
Oh my God!
in the
Stop blaming
past.
us.
If
You're
I
No.
gave
Stop
you a reason not to
blaming
trust
men.
me, that's your fault for being there.
No.
It's
Stop,
your
Vaughn,
fault.
because we're not even gonna do that.
I mean, I
He didn't
agree.
do anything. We don't know he did anything,
Anything.
right? Women always assume that the man had to do something for the woman's problem. Like I said, there's no accountability for
Well,
women.
no, I mean, she could be traumatized from other situations, but
That's
it's
not my.
still,
It's
still
not
a
my fault.
man.
I didn't traumatize her, and I'm sorry to talk over you.
Right.
I didn't traumatize you. So it's unfair for him to have, first of all, it's been 4 years. Now I'm still paying for that dude in high school that cheated on you. I'm still paying for that mistake. If he didn't do anything, why is she needs help? Please.
You know what,
needs help.
She said that he didn't do anything because she said, I told you that I've been hurt before. She automatically let him know. She said it. Somebody else did this, and now I don't trust you. He
Right.
got in
You're
trouble
right.
for something he didn't even do.
There it is. Right. So we see what
That's
in
due
that he didn't do
diligence,
anything.
Lee. There go your due diligence, pow.
What do you say, Shamik?
But I feel like it's our responsibility and our partner's responsibility to like think about your partner's past history and trauma and triggers and things like that too, and kind of be careful and steer clear of certain things.
Absolutely.
No. Listen, I don't
This
know
why
if we
you
signed up to
know
be a therapist.
if somebody gonna go up top on you for what you say or whatever the case may be, you got to know the person that you with is crazy.
No, I hear you with that, Lynn, and that's why what Vaughn said in the
Right.
beginning, I agree. If people are showing these things, you got to try to address it right there or get away from it, right? Because if this is the problem with a name in the card, I can imagine other things. And
Yup.
there seemed like no positive conflict resolution because she went right to you're cheating and this, that, or the next, and then 4 years she went right to that
Trip
without
is
asking
over.
any questions. So
And you said you gotta kind of be responsible for other people's, like knowing your person. You go through all of that, y'all talk already, so you kind of know. All right, everybody's been hurt evidently because you're not in the last relationship. You wouldn't be with me, if that other person didn't mess up. But only like if you was going on a trip, right? When y'all go on a trip, when y'all get to your destination, do you unpack your stuff or does that other person unpack your stuff?
We unpack it
You
together.
no, we
okay?
don't.
Yes,
You
we
Okay.
unpack
do.
your bag.
You unpack
Stop.
your bag. I unpack
No,
my
we
bag.
unpack it together.
No,
You know
we
what?
don't.
Wait.
Because sharing
Maybe
is sharing.
she do. So
She
you right.
don't.
You right, Lee. You right. I'm sorry. You right.
Thank you.
So that's the one you don't get in the car with. Right
And
there.
that's fine. And that's fine. Just know
You
that you should have
crazy.
checked that car beforehand.
No.
I got
And
no.
honestly, we can't do that, right? We cannot continually to dump on someone or someone to be the person that's in your relationship, that he's the therapist or she's the therapist. She's the one that has to try to go. That's a lot on a person. For a man just to get in the car and now he comes back and everything is fine, and the next minute she's going off about a name in a car that wasn't even anything to do with him because she didn't ask him any questions. She went right to flip mode. That's a problem.
Why
You know
do
how
I
she addressed it, even if she had a legitimate question. I don't mind anybody asking any question, but how you asked me that question, she didn't ask him anything. She told him what he did, and he wasted her time. And I'd be like, "You're right.
Yup.
You're right. That's what I said. You're right. I'm not
And
gonna
she
argue with you about something I didn't do. I'm not
she
doing
was
that.
shooting at him. She was
Right,
shooting.
right.
Boom, boom. Why do I have to be responsible for your? Why do I gotta be responsible for you? Like you're an
Your mental
adult.
health, like
You're an adult. Your emotional health. Why am I'm not raising you. So why am I tiptoeing on eggshells with everything that got to go on with you? I got to take care of me and you. I'm a mess, and I got to go clean up your mess.
Neil. Did you
That's
see
what
any of
being in a
that video or no?
relationship is.
I saw part
No,
of it.
it's not.
That
No, it's not.
connection was horrible,
No, it's
but
not.
Go ahead.
Yes,
That's
it is.
therapy.
Hold on.
No,
Go
that's
ahead.
therapy.
so I'm sorry. Was the woman going off on him about something in the car?
Yeah, but
Go ahead.
so she saw a name on the screen, Morgan's phone, and she figured he was cheating because the name was on the car, but then he comes back and says it's a rental car. So the name was whoever, but she already went off. He's cheating. He's doing again. Women do this a lot, right? Soon as something happens, and again, it's based out of their history,
Yes.
and then they just use that and they throw it onto you. Now you have to pay for that. I don't like that, and that becomes unbearable.
Yeah.
It
It's
does.
not fair. I agree. It's not fair, but
but-
the
but-
reality is that that's
Reality.
true for a lot of people.
It's
that
not
they're
true
gonna
for a lot of people.
No, they are. They're going to come with some level
Oh,
of
gotcha.
trigger, baggage, something from past experience. How much, we don't know
Right. And
until
should
we're
put up-
in it. We
and
don't
because-
necessarily know until we're in it.
and because you didn't do what you need to do and get help, it's my fault, and I got to pay for it. I get it. Hey, Leanne, play the next video, please. Because we have to pay because your mental health wasn't right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's
She don't even
insane.
want to play a video no more. Look, yeah, man,
That's
it's
insane. And the women all said maybe he did something to make her that way. No, maybe she made her that way.
Yeah.
I'm glad my internet's acting up.
Just like women are acting up.
Less of a man if he can't change a flat tire? Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Is a woman less of a woman if she can't cook a meal from scratch? Is man less of a man if he can't change a flat tire? Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Is a woman less of a woman if she can't cook a meal from scratch?
Women can never. It's never even. It's not like they can say something, but when it comes to them, it's always a but, if, and, or, why. Like, talk to me, ladies. Is a man less of a man if he can't change a flat tire? Yes or no?
I don't think so. Maybe his daddy ain't teach him how to change no tire. I don't know. Maybe I don't.
Okay.
Maybe he
What are you
just didn't
smiling at?
learn that.
Neil, what are you smiling at?
A man isn't less than a man because he can't change a flat tire.
Okay.
He's not.
Leanne?
Nah, you cool.
So, what do you feel about a woman who can't make a meal from scratch?
I can cook, so I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I
can't
asked you
change
what do you
him.
feel about a woman who can't. I didn't ask about who can cook. Okay?
They
Answer the
fine
question.
too.
I don't know.
They fine too.
No,
Okay,
they
see,
cool.
crazy it was. That means you
Y'all
judging
order
women.
y'all
You're like,
something.
yeah, tell me,
So-
Shamika, what do you think about women who can't cook from scratch?
Same thing. Maybe they didn't learn. Maybe they just
Are they
they
women?
learned.
Are they women is the question.
Of course.
Okay.
So-
Neil?
So
I'm still having trouble hearing, but no, if a woman can't cook, that's okay too. I mean,
What do you feel about women who can't hear?
a woman who can't hear, that's another thing, like me.
So let me ask y'all a question. So if your son brought this young lady home and she can't cook, like not even that she can't or she don't. Well, this was the question was she can't cook from scratch.
From scratch.
So she can't go in the kitchen when they might be going through a patch. She can't go in there and put something together for him, or she not trying to learn. Like she can't do that.
we can't change
is-
the tire. He's not listening.
Yeah.
He's just stupid.
He just stupid, right? So how do y'all
I bet
feel
you
about
can't
that?
cook. Whoever
Hey.
wrote that can't cook.
How do you feel about that if a young man, your son came in and you like, y'all might be at a holiday and you try to get her in the kitchen to help you out and she like, I know you're gonna be like, oh God, who taught this girl? She don't even try. How do y'all feel about that?
Shit.
Leanne probably gonna choke.
I mean, it's a lot in that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, break it up.
is, ain't it?
Go ahead. Meek, what do you
So,
think, Meek?
so you said a holiday. Non-cooks can't get in the kitchen on the holiday. You probably,
You better go sit down and
So
watch TV.
she ain't even getting invited. She'll be on the cakes or something, or unpacking or cutting and stirring, chopping and stirring or something. I don't know.
So they will find a place for her.
I'll try. I will try.
Right.
But
Cool.
I taught my son how to cook, so he know how to cook. So, that wouldn't be no problem. I don't believe in like traditional roles in that sense. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I cook, you cook, we cook, Like,
But if
I-
she's not even willing to try, that would be the part that
Yeah.
kind of a turn off for me. Like you're not even willing to try to do anything.
Right.
we're talking about the son relationship, because that to me is his problem. Like he was not eating.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, if he choose that or he cool with that, like okay. Come by the house and there'll be something in the fridge. Like
Right. It doesn't make her less than a woman though. It
No.
definitely don't.
But I think, well, see, I think today is different, right? I think maybe only reason because, like I said, I would know how to cook myself.
Right.
So if she couldn't cook, guess what? I got it. You know what I mean? I think I'm with Shamika. I don't really agree in gender roles. You know what I mean? So I think both people can cook. She can't cook, I'll cook. If she can cook, cool. I probably can cook better than her anyway.
Okay, here we go.
I cook better than you too, man. So cut it out.
Now stop it. Now you better stop. Hush your mouth. About to have me cursing on here.
Okay, let's see what
Other
he
thing,
wasn't trying to.
stop saying that man was trying to control you when he was only trying to lead you into a better life.
Oh my God.
Okay.
But you so hard-headed, you so egotistic, you so prideful, you so stuck in your ways that you wouldn't even let that man lead. Have a good day.
Oh,
And
short,
another
sweet, to the
thing.
point. What do you think? Leanne, why didn't you let that man lead you?
Oh God, what's this? She took a
You
shot
know-
of bourbon.
You know, I don't believe in being led, so
Okay.
Hey, as long as you know
they're
you're
not even talking to me. She's not even talking to me. Because where are you leading me, sir?
Well, that's why.
Well, you don't believe in
led to
being led,
find
so
out.
you wouldn't even know.
Yeah, so you'll never know.
You'll never know because you're
Well,
already
thank God.
opposition.
Thank God. Mm-hmm.
Thank
Okay,
God.
well, good luck for that. I'm gonna say, you know what I mean, good
Who
job.
is calling me?
How about you, Shamik? You think you ready to be led?
Whew. It depends on the situation.
So I think that's a problem, right? Because if you, I don't know. So if someone's, again, leading, but if you're not letting the man lead, I don't know what it is. But
Well, I mean, because some men don't know how to lead.
how do you know that if you don't let them lead?
You know what?
Well, that's how you know. You let them try, and then fail after fail after fail after
okay.
fail.
Okay.
Then yeah, you understand that. Yeah, you probably don't know how to be led,
Right. So
or
I
know
get
how to lead. I'm sorry.
I get that. That I understand. But if people go in sometimes they're like, well, I don't, you gotta, I guess, basically earn the right to lead them. Then I don't know how you earn the right, because if you guys are fighting each other, that's crazy. But then what is leading to? What is leading? What does a man leading you look like?
Right.
That's the question. What does that look like?
So if you've never been led, or if you've never seen anybody be led, then you wouldn't know how to recognize it when it's happening. To you, it might look like somebody trying to control you. You know what I'm saying?
So, and I do get this a lot when I talk to women, and I agree sometimes. Sometimes men don't know what leading is either. They do think it's control. I think a lot of men think leading means control. And I don't necessarily, they're not the same. Control is
You
not
know what
leading.
I wonder if that can be resolved by, if you're in a relationship with someone, you have some sort of goal with your relationship. You can't go somewhere if you don't have like a point, a point. Okay, we're going to either be married, we're going to get a house, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. What are we trying to do together? If you don't have any vision on that, then I guess you're just blind leading the blind at that point, because you're not really.
Well, I would say let's take it a step before that, because I think you need to know what leading looks like before you get into a relationship.
True indeed.
Right, because you can have a destination, but if my form of leading is really like control, dictatorish, that may not work well. Right. Some relationships will, some it won't. So I think we have to know what leading looks like, and we need to convey that to our partners in the beginning while we're meshing, to see if we kind of are hitting it off, and then see if that's something that they're okay with. Because I think too often we have fun in the beginning, we're play around, and then when it comes to the relationship, it's been a year or whatever, we're already in love. Now I'm showing how I lead in this relationship, and it may be different than she expected, or she may not be leadable, right? Because remember, you have to be leadable for there to be a leader. If you're not able to be led, then what are we doing here?
Right.
We're just
and most women My mom said something to me a while ago, and my mom is very strong. Like she is stubborn, but she told me, she said a woman can never. She doesn't have to control a man, but she can always direct him. You don't have to put your head, like you don't have to be. A woman can literally direct a man, and just by being a woman, a man will do anything for you because you're his woman. She
Yep.
and she can
100.
just guide him, and he'll go that way. You know what I'm saying? And literally, he go from being king to soldier for you, real quick. Those are
Hey,
interchangeable.
Adam ate the apple because Eve said so.
Eat here, yes, baby.
Whatever you say.
Whatever you say, baby. Yup. See,
Really. Next, what you got, Leanne? But yeah, so, yeah, women do have women have the power. To be honest,
they do.
They can definitely, if they learn how to lead from the back, it is very interesting. Oh, here we go. Let's talk about it.
Oh shoot, this is wild.
For you, buddy. Why are you not married?
Ask me again. I'm not married. I'm not married because buying vagina is a little bit cheaper these days. Niggas is wildin'. Women out here, especially for me, women out here, they want the Birkin bags. They want to eat like 3 times a day. Fuck, right? They want to go out places, and then they don't want to go like regular places. They want to go to all the expensive ass places, right? They want to go to the expensive places, movies and first class tickets to shit. They want to go on vacation, right? And if you don't look good, they want to like pretend that they got the shit themselves. So there's a lot of things that come with when I can just pay like $200, $250. Get right to the good stuff.
Why are you not married?
Bye, Felicia. The fuck I want to get married for and do all this extra shit. Buy a house, and we got to buy you a car. I got to call you on gas money because most likely you ain't going to have a job.
So broke ass.
No. I'll just rather pay the $250, $350, $450, whatever it is at that point. It's going to be a lot cheaper, I swear. And then your wife ain't going to give you the pussy that I can possibly get buying. Just to let you know that. I mean, that's the only way I can.
Ladies, how you feel about this? How do you feel about it?
I don't.
I mean, I do understand what he's saying because I feel like dating today is about how much money can you spend on a person. So if he's saying he's cutting out the middleman.
Now, are we talking about a wife, or we just talking about some? Didn't he say wife?
Well, how do you get to a wife? He's saying to get to a wife, you got to do all this extra stuff anyway.
Beforehand?
Yeah. Like you said, they want to go out and eat on dates. They want to do this, that, and this, that, and next. So, and then that's not even a guarantee that something's going to happen. You know what I mean? He's like, I can guarantee myself something happening by paying the $250 up front for escorts or whatever they call, and just knocking them down and they go home. No stress. You ain't got to worry about setting the date up, where the date is going, if you're going to get something at the end of the date, whatever. Just and he says it's a lot cheaper in the long run. Leanne, what do you think?
I think it's a solid
plan, right?
Solid plan. Should go that route. You know what I mean?
He looked happy.
He looked real happy.
What else is there to say? You know what I mean? You ain't gotta deal with no drama. You ain't gotta deal with no this, that, and the third. You get in, we both know what the situation is.
Right.
You get in, you get out, you move on.
Right.
I don't have any problem with it.
Shamika's not. Look at her face. She's not really feeling this. But I do hear a lot of men say things like this just because of the mere fact that, you going on dates. Dates is averaging $250 a night. And if you go on 2 or 3 dates, that's crazy. So
you gotta take out a loan right now for a regular date. And it's not even, we used to call it tricking. Like now tricking is what dating is. Like
exactly.
And to be honest with you, if I'm paying for it, don't get mad at me when I treat you like I'm paying for it. If I'm paying for it, I'm putting up all of this money for you, I could just get an escort. So if you acting like an escort and the dude treats you like an escort, you know what I mean? Yeah. $250. You want a Birkin bag? You want to fly first class? You want to?
In the dating stage, I need for
in
2
the
weeks.
dating stage.
What are we doing here?
I guess I haven't been single long enough. I ain't been out here long enough to like. We're dating, and I want a Birkin bag.
Right.
Again, I think.
Well, where they at? Where these dudes at?
They don't exist.
But no, they do exist. But what I think is certain people that closed mouth don't get fed type thing. Certain women are leading, like, look, hey yo, to come out, I'm gonna need at least this.
Huh?
But dudes are doing it though, right?
Right.
Is that
So
what we're saying?
it could be the same dudes you're talking to, but if you're not addressing them that way, they may not come that way at you, right? These women are already, I guess if you're meeting on Instagram, whatever, they're like, look, it's gonna be this. I need an outfit, cash at me, such and such, just to get me out.
Wow.
So wait, all right, so D, so you saying like so you saying like, all right, to put that money up just to get her to come out.
Just to get her to come out. Bro, they want you to cash app them before. Yes, you're in my inbox.
Listen,
you know what? You want to go out? I do too. I'm gonna need an outfit and money for this babysitter.
I'm like, word. So I'm paying all of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then what? Because if I'm doing all of that, you know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing, because you definitely made this whole thing transactional. And I think the person
that's what I'm saying
is expecting something in return. I would think. I don't know. I don't do it. But I would think if I put up $300 before you even came out, I put a down payment on that thing. I'm just saying.
Huh?
I'm just saying.
I put a down payment on
if I put up
thing.
$300,
what I'm saying.
What? I don't pay
what are we talking about here, folks?
You missed it.
No, I heard enough.
Ruth, you know we talking about put a down payment on that thing. You know that thing.
No, I don't know that thing. That thing been tied up in marriage too long. So good thing I don't know that thing. So you're saying, let me just recap. You're saying if you put out all this money to get the girl to come, like say you fly her out, you get her outfit, you take care of babysitting, you're expecting sexual advances for that?
What do you think you're expecting, Ruth? I flew you out. You're such a great person.
Why do I want to?
But you could have said no. You could have said no.
No. I said yes. No, Ruth,
I said yes.
They said yes because I'm putting a down payment on what I want.
No. You could create the situation for yourself and say, you know what, I'm not going to do X, Y, and Z, but I will fly you out and we'll hang out and have a good time.
For what?
But I'm not going to buy you
my sisters. I can hang out with them.
I don't, Ruth. Women are not charming. I keep telling you that. Nobody wants to hang out with you guys.
Certain women are charming.
No woman is charming. You're not. I'm letting you know.
All the women on this panel are charming.
No woman is charming.
No,
you're not, because you are so used to being sought after. You don't have to be. You don't know how to be.
You didn't develop that skill.
Right? You don't have that skill. So you're just used to people doing. And I'm not saying you guys and you, but most of the time, men are pursuing women, and this becomes a norm. Most of the time, men are pursuing. You may pursue somebody every now and then, but 9 times out of 10, a man is pursuing one of you. Correct?
Yeah.
Even married Ruth, there's people in your inbox still knowing you're married, seeing all the happy pictures. Good morning, girl. Right. No, I'm not saying you care. See, there you go. No,
I'm saying they don't care. You're right.
They don't care. Yeah. Meaning they're still they're still pursuing you, even though we know you're married. So I'm saying men pursue women.
No,
you guys
I hear
are used to this lifestyle, right? So they're pursuing you for a reason. They're not pursuing you because you're such a great person. I don't know you. All I know is there's something I see I like and I want it.
I want it.
I thought it was the personality.
Oh, yeah, we saw that as soon as you came through the door. That was a lovely personality that came through the door.
Yeah, if it was personality, I'll just look at your site and be fine with seeing you online. But if I'm trying to reach out to meet you, it's because I like to see you and I want you.
Right.
That's it. No, you're not that great. No woman is that great. Let's not fool yourself. I'm just saying nobody is that great. The person's interested in you 9 times out of 10. They're not interested in you because they want to marry you. That's not what a man usually says when he sees a woman. Yo, I want to marry her. No, he wants to take you down. I want to take you down. I really want to take you down. I got to pay for dinner.
Get off the screen. Get off.
Down. I really want to take you
Please
down.
get him off the screen,
Y'all don't-
please.
Y'all don't think that's true?
Look, it may be true, but people need to have some boundaries, some rules to it, some guidelines, some.
Ruth, wait, stop. Before you go there, we understand that. The problem is the way society is set up right now. Everything is very transactional. That man, if someone's flying you out,
That's a
if
darn
I'm spending money to fly you out, what do you think? I want to go have a good date with you? I can have a good date with the girl around the corner.
Wait, you know what? Let me ask. Wait, so if I'm flying you out, how far into this are we? Because this can't be like first date, second date, third
Right.
date. You know what I'm saying? If we third date and you talking about me flying you out, like, what did you do for me to want to fly you out? Like, what
You know what you did?
happened?
You know what they saw? They saw your pictures on Instagram. They saw that BBL. They saw that natural. They saw something they like. They want and they want to see it, and they're willing to pay for it.
And if
Nobody's flying you out because you're so
for
great.
nothing.
And this is the problem. If you do fly out, please understand why they're flying you out. You're putting yourself in a situation that could be very dangerous.
Yep.
Right. And that's why I don't understand women do it. It's crazy to me that a woman would get on a plane to go meet a dude somewhere else. That's also insane. Just your mentality for you to do it. That's bananas. But understand that there's some expectations. You know, just like you expect him to pay for this and fly you out, you expect that he expects some return.
Your presence, you think your presence, I don't know. I don't know. Why someone would think like just
know
their presence
when you
is
get-
enough.
Right. Just know when you get to the hotel room.
It's a darn shame. Is that before dinner, after dinner? What we doing?
Hey, listen. Either way.
Yeah.
So either way, it's
Can I get a meal first? Damn.
Sure.
Hey,
First class.
yeah.
On first class, you got a meal.
Well, listen, I'll definitely put something in your stomach before I put something in your stomach.
Oh my god.
No, but that's real. I think it becomes. Think about it.
Mhm.
What do you expect as a woman? What would you expect if you're asking a man to do all these things to see?
Mm.
Pay for this,
All right.
do this. You know.
So can we reverse it? Can we have the man come to us, hang out on our turf, so we get to know you without all that other expectation? See, that's a problem. Shamika, don't laugh. That's a problem. That's a damn problem.
Again, Ruth, I don't understand. You think you're more charming at your house? No.
No, but at least you're not putting out as much, right? You don't have to fly me out.
Well, hopefully I'm not putting out, but hopefully you are.
I don't got no more ideas for it. I'm done.
So wait. So the woman flying us out, she buying a suit for the
She's
dinner.
not flying you out.
Why not?
So wait, you said
Why not?
reverse the roles. Let's flip it. Look at that. Oh, man, damn.
Got her.
She's not
You got
flying
her.
you out. Let's find a middle
You got
ground
her.
for a meeting place then. Ain't nobody flying nobody.
No. When we were
you
talking about
said
men
flip.
flying you out, you didn't have that visceral reaction. But soon we say a woman, ain't nobody doing that. You know, we don't do that.
We don't do that. Why
That's
That's a
not?
problem in this dating world.
Hey,
We got a
Leanne, let's get
problem.
out of here, please.
It's
Can we get something
crazy
else?
out here.
Tamika, we've got a problem.
It's crazy
You
out here.
do.
Pray for
You're
me,
right.
Ruth. Pray
I'm
for me.
praying
I said
for
you
you,
got a
girl.
problem.
I'm
Here we go.
praying.
What we got?
Damn, this is crazy.
But he's not your type.
When it comes to types, okay, because we talked about this the last time, it's a pattern when it comes to your type, patterns and characteristics, okay? These are things that you have seen or that you have explored before. You probably seen mama, auntie, friends, somebody who had a specific type, or somebody in the neighborhood that you was like, oh, that's a bad boy, that's a dope boy, that's something like that. I like that because of the thrill. In certain spaces in your life, you cannot bring that type with you. So if you see that all other characteristics and behaviors are good, why does the type even matter? You can learn to love this person in other spaces outside of what you see as far as physicalities. If you're talking about a type because maybe your type has a certain type of demeanor, or maybe your type looks a certain type of way, what is going to matter when you start facing conflict? The way they look, when you start going through communication barriers, the way they look, all of that's not going to matter. I can guarantee you the majority of people who have probably married or entered into healthy relationships, they weren't worried about a type. When they got to a certain space, they were worried about what it is that you can actually bring into my life. And as far as your looks and stuff, that just doesn't matter. How much money? Yeah, of course. But if we looking at types who say, oh, he a dreadhead, oh, he's 6 foot something, and everything else. Derek Jackson is 6 foot something. That was cheating on his wife the whole time.
Oh no.
And we hate to name drop here. Oh, was I not supposed to name drop? No, you good, you good. I'm sorry.
Very interesting. Somebody jump in. What do we feel about that? I hate when this. See, I put it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Neil, for you, is there a type, or did you fall into one you were in love with, or was it your type?
Who are you asking?
You.
Oh, I did not have a type.
Gotcha.
I made sure that I wanted to get to know the person.
Right.
Forget the 6 feet business, forget the beard business, all of that.
Right.
I can say honestly, I did not have a type.
Right.
I wanted a person that I could connect with. So.
And see how that worked? It worked. And I said that worked. Right. That worked.
Yeah. It did work.
So I agree. I think sometimes when you go for that thing that's shiny and looks good, it may not be good for you. How about you, Meek? What do you think? As far as types, is it?
I mean, I think I'm past the stage of thinking about types. Like I'm 43. Like I don't, you know what I mean? Like maybe when I was 18, 19, 20, you know, a little more superficial and thought about it that way. But now it's really more about like character and, personality match than looks.
Let's go to Leanne with this because we know she has a type. So she's definitely going to find a type.
I mean, they can be a good person, have all the, you know what I'm saying? As long as they got a beard too.
There we go.
This is fine. They can have all of the characteristics. As long as they have a beard, we're in there.
That's it.
We are in
there. Be like, if you don't have a beard, if you don't have a beard, it's not going down. Vaughn, what do you think?
It's true. You can't. That's a tough one. You can have. I didn't think I had a type until I noticed the crazy women. I was like, damn, I like them real attractive and real crazy. So,
now you're saying you get them unattractive and not crazy?
No.
I hope they're not listening.
No, I'm on my Shaolin monk thing right now, but I learned real quick that you gotta have a balance. You gotta have somebody you can depend on. And you can't really have what your type is when people have a type, that's kind of like trophy stuff to me. You just arm candy, blah blah. But when you really want somebody that's really gonna be there like that, your type switch. Like I need somebody that, that's gonna be in my corner because this is gonna be what it is. Of course I want to be attracted to you. But sometimes, honestly, like the things that the woman, she has to get in that space with somebody that you don't necessarily pick. She got to be in that space to show you those other attributes. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of get fluid on types. You get real fluid.
What I would say with types, I mean, you can have a type. There's nothing wrong with that. I think if you're going only off of your type, that's when you run into problems. You need to vet your type just as you would vet anyone, right? Just because they fit you, maybe physically or the eyeball test they pass you still need to make sure their personality is there. A lot of times, if you get a type, you will settle for you'll settle for some things. You'll try to work through some things that maybe you shouldn't. So having a type can get you in trouble. I think we really go into making sure that person on the inside matches, then we'll be okay. Because you definitely can find your type, and then if they have the other characteristics, you'll be fine. Just don't let your type lead your palette. Like, oh, I found my type, I'm gonna be here forever, and they have nothing else. Everything else is shallow or not where you're at. So that's how we run in trouble. I know a lot of times you used to go after looks or for guys. But women sometimes don't. So are looks as important to women as men? You said no, Shamika? Okay.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay. Leanne.
Yes.
Are looks and a beard as important as a good-looking woman to a man? What do you think?
I'm gonna be serious and say no, it's not. And that hurt my heart to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What do you think? As far as maybe your friends or something, are looks as important to women as they are to men?
I'm going in and out again, but I think you need to be attracted to the person. You do need some attraction, but you may not. It may the aesthetics, meaning looking at them, may not check all those boxes at one time.
So could you be attracted to their personality?
That can be one of the boxes. Yes.
Okay.
I think
not the outward appearance.
Not just that outward appearance, if you will.
It's
yes.
more about right.
That's why I really don't get the 6 feet thing with women. I really don't get that.
No,
because
you don't
for
want
some women, that truly is a deal breaker.
You don't want to get it.
You could be 6 feet or nothing.
No, or you could be 6 feet of everything, because that's where it is.
You taller than me, Darryl?
Absolutely.
He got me.
What? Wait, no. How tall are you, Vaughn? Are you 6?
I'm 5'10".
Oh yeah, I'm taller.
5'11".
Vaughn, you what?
He's 5'10".
5'10", 5'11".
See, now somebody could miss out on Vaughn over 2 inches.
No, you're not missing out. You're not missing out because no, what I'm saying is that not like that, Vaughn. Not like that. Meaning, I don't think we miss out on anyone, right? I think we get who we get. If Vaughn wasn't the one for that person, that's cool, right? We're not going to trip that I wasn't the one. I don't think you necessarily missed out. I think that you weren't the one, and there's somebody else for Vaughn and somebody else for that person. I don't think anyone missed out on anyone.
My one of my crazies, she was like that. Like I always wanted to do, be able to do 6 foot, this, that, and the third, and she was like, "You are not 6 foot, blah blah blah." So I stood literally stand next to the Christmas tree. So the tree was like an inch taller than me. She was like, "See, I told you wasn't 6 foot. It's too late. I already got you.
Right.
I got you."
And that's where I think it becomes a problem when that is a defining. Like you have to be 6 foot. I don't know what 6 foot has to do with anything. Weird. That doesn't make sense to me because that doesn't change who you are. That doesn't make you better or less than anybody else.
Right.
Now, again, if you're 5'8" and 5, I don't know. That's little. I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't be talking about my babe like that.
See, here we go.
But no, I think again that doesn't matter because it really it's about the person. Your height doesn't change who you are, right? I mean, you may be less likely to protect someone if you're short, but that's okay.
Mike Tyson's short.
You can call the cops.
Yo, this dude is horrible.
Cops are made for people. They can help protect your woman. We need help, right? Like Shamika's tall for a small person, and
you got Joe.
You would feel more safe with a person that's 6 foot than 5'7", right? Maybe. No. Okay. She don't want to say it. She don't want to be honest. Be honest. Leanne, would you feel? Leanne,
I don't want to be on record.
Leanne's tall for a short person. Would you rather a dude 5'7" or 6 foot, Leanne?
It doesn't matter to me.
Go ahead, Lee.
Yeah,
It really doesn't.
she said long as beard is 6 foot. I get it, Leanne.
Either way, they're both taller than me.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So would type that type thing is crazy, man.
It is, and I think it's tough because real fast, Vaughn. If you have money, you can buy any type you want. Okay, if you have money, type goes out the window, right? So that's your money makes you taller, to be honest, right? And that's the other thing. If you have a lot of trinkets, and women like shiny things, they're like fish. They like shiny things. So the more shiny things you have,
wow,
they will jump to it.
What?
Women like shiny things, trinkets.
Some women.
Some women.
Right. When I speak, I'm not saying all. There's like 2 of you that don't. But for the most part, that man with the car, the money, those things that is attractive to a woman because women want those things, right? Because that's part of security to them. So they see a man with money and cars and houses. They're attracted to that. He could be 5'3" and they still be like, oh my God, how you doing, baby? You're so big. Like there are a lot of them. That's true.
What is it?
Is that not true?
You're gonna definitely lie.
Men can buy your affection sometimes. Is that true? Dang, they got quiet. I don't know if this. Hello, is this thing on?
Are you talking to us?
Yeah. Can men buy your affection?
No.
Certain people, maybe.
Well, not you as in you, but people you know. We ain't gonna say you, but people you know. Have your friends been bought by men before?
I've seen that.
When you see that man with money, he becomes more attractive, right or wrong?
It's stability. Y'all see the stability in him.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen the angel trade in her halo. Trust me. I've seen it all.
Listen, they are here just lying on the program today.
They're not lying. Look, they are not lying. They are deferring. Look at they all got the same face.
That's because my internet is freezing my face.
Yeah, you heard me though.
Right.
Look, she lied.
I want to know if money makes a man more attractive.
To some women, yes.
Some women.
To some women, yeah,
right, to some, which
but
means
not
most.
the masses necessarily. Not.
Because some women understand that money doesn't buy everything. Like money doesn't solve everything. Like
that's people that don't know men with money. As soon as men with money comes around, it changes.
That's not true. That's not true at all.
Stability.
Some men that have money, they can. You don't want them. They can stay over there with their money.
No, that's not true.
They have to turn you off.
That is true. That's true.
That's after months of them doing whatever they did.
They got to do something to turn you off.
Right. A man with money could have his girlfriend in the house, and you be like, "Oh, are you okay? You want something to eat?" Because he has money.
Nah.
People lying.
Money can't buy you love. Money can't buy you love.
Who's talking about love? They can buy that Birkin you wanted.
I don't even like.
I guess if that's all you want.
What you want?
People just be lying.
Look, she ain't answer though. What you want?
You ain't got time to hear what I want. This will be the rest of the show.
Right. I think that's the difference. There's the difference between men, because men, we don't need women to have money, right? We don't look for women for money, really. We're not looking for that woman with the money, right? But women at times, and again, like I said, we're not all, definitely are charmed by the money. Men know money, cars, clothes get women.
Let me ask you a question, though. As a man with money that got real money, would he marry down? Or would he go down?
He always marries down, Vaughn. He always marries down.
That's not going to help. Like if you talking like generational, like really having wealth, is that going to really assist that?
What was he?
So let's say you got 20 million, right? Are you gonna marry someone that only knows how to manage 50,000?
I don't think you're looking for her to manage anything if you're going. That's what I see. These men who get these women, they're not looking for them. They're looking for them to be arm candy, right? They're not looking for them to help out and be finances, and they're not looking for that. If you already made your money independently, what are you looking for? You get someone who's just going to be there. Look at what's his name?
Or be a good wife. If you're gonna have a wife, like you.
But what's a good wife when you have all that money? You don't need someone to be a good wife. You just need her to do what you need her to do when you need her to do it.
You don't need to be married then. You don't need to be married then.
But again, at that point, money corrupts you sometimes. Money leads the way. So and when you feel like you can do whatever you want to do because you have money, then what are you really doing? You're just living a life of luxury. Like what's Jeff Bezos? Isn't that the one?
You could build it. Yeah, his wife took half. God.
Half, but he married like some random, right? Well, like
that was his woman from way back, and then
whatever it is. But he's not looking for a wife. He's looking for somebody just to have fun with, right? You look for somebody to not stress you. You have money, bro. You don't need her to do anything, but what you need her to do. You know what I mean? For her to be on go, I would feel. I don't think you're looking for her to join in on the finances.
If I have a lot of money and I'm going to marry someone that's not where I'm at, she got to be able to maintain something that is out of order in my or something that has to balance me.
Right.
Like she got to either give me peace of mind. She got to be able to the crib, because everything that is personal is probably going to be in her hands. That's the part,
bro. You're going to have maids for that.
If I have,
your life won't change much, right? Because your life, whatever it is before, you're gonna have maids, whoever was doing whatever before is gonna still do it when she comes in the home, right? Your life is not gonna change. She's gonna come in and provide, like you said, the peace, that friend to hang out with, the person to talk to, those things. That's all she has room for. Because you're right, your life is up and running at that point. It's not like you're adding someone to be a partner in this relationship as far as, oh, you're gonna cook now every night. She's probably not. You have chefs if you have money like that, right? Or like I said, whatever you're doing before, you're going to keep doing. You're just adding her to that. So what space does she have? If you have money already. Again, even right now, if you meet a woman right now, you're already doing certain things. When she comes in, you know what I mean? If she wants to cook, cool. But if she don't cook, I know how to cook already. I've been doing it. You know what I mean? So she'd have to get in where she fit in if you're making money like that. Leanne, next to John, please. Right, Meek? If you come to a house, the dude is a millionaire, you coming in to cook and clean when he already has that?
No, she's like, I'm not cleaning a damn thing.
I don't have to.
I mean, if you got maids, we can keep them.
She ain't gonna say fire the maids. Go ahead, Leanne.
Hey, Corey Grant is my husband. Hey, y'all don't get me without him. Now, I'm a woman's woman. I can do what I want. But I choose to ask my husband for his permission because it comes with his provision and his protection. And that's the way that I like it.
Damn,
hey.
Leanne is on one.
Sorry, I hit the button by mistake. What do we think about that? Shamika, what do you think about that? You ask her for permission. Do you think you should be asking your husband for permission? Really? Do you think you should be asking your husband for permission?
So, just going on based on the way I was raised, yes.
Okay.
But that comes with a lot. Like, he really got to be a man. He really got to be a provider, priest, protector, all of the things.
Right.
You know what I mean? To come along with that. So, you can't just be the husband or the man and think that that's going to happen.
That's going to happen. Leanne, we know your answer, but we're going to ask anyway. What do you think?
I love this for Nell. She deserves it. You know what I'm saying?
I ask you for you.
Well, no. I ain't asking permission for nothing. I'm just basically take what you think I'm gonna say and know that that's what I'm gonna say.
We knew you were going to say that. So I do have. I don't want, for me personally, I don't need a wife asking me permission to do things, right? I need to know that you can kind of make decisions on your own. You can ask for certain things, you know, or run it by me. But again, I want to make, because I don't need a headache. I don't have a child, right? You should be able to live and do the things you want to do on your own. Now, there's certain things we'll run by each other. You know what I mean? And I think that's fine. But asking for my permission, I'm like, hey, please, I got other stuff to worry about. I don't care if you go to the supermarket, please. I don't care if you go, please have fun. You can let me know, hey, I'm going such and such, but I don't need someone asking me permission. I don't personally want that.
So that's always my question too. Like, what are these things that we're asking for permission for? Like, what is that?
Girls trip.
Again,
permission though?
Yeah, no, not permission. I'm going. Hey, we're thinking about going here. Do we have anything going on?
Like, right. Like, do we have anything going on? Is there any, conflicts? All right, cool. I'm booking the ticket. Whatever, this is where I'll be.
I don't think you should be asking me because I'm not.
Can I go?
I'm not an overseer. So in my relationship, and this is me, some people may be different. You don't have to ask me anything. I would want you to update me because you're still my woman. I want to know where you're going. So I'm happy. I want to know where you're at. Hey, I'm going. Cool. Right? Cool.
I think more about what she was talking about is more like making big decisions as far as like she changed the whole trajectory of her career. So it would be like talking to him, making sure we're on the same page that if I make this move, will we be good?
That's not asking permission, Leanne. That's having a conversation with your mate to say, look, this is what we're doing. Like you said, let's hash it out. That's any conversation we had. It wasn't like she said, can I change my trajectory of my position or whatever, you know what I mean, of my whatever you were saying. It's not asking for permission. It's talking about it, which we should do in a relationship. Mm-hmm. You feel me?
She did. She said something where she said, I asked his permission because it came with his provision and his protection, which means like when she informed him, she gave him an opportunity to be involved with it. And by opening that door to give him an opportunity to be involved with it, if anything was to come to bump up against her, she has his counsel. She has his provision, meaning whatever it is he needed to provide to help her get done whatever it is she's going to do. He provided that by her saying or whatever, babe, it's cool if I do this or whatever. It opened up an opportunity for him to be involved and to actually trust her and go do what she got to do.
But see, that's what a relationship should be anyway, right? If that's the case, you're not saying anything out of school. You should both be discussing things that go on in a relationship so that you both can be there and understand what's going on and both provide. Because again, she may provide some things as well, right? And things he talks about with her. Communication is the key, right? So I think if she meant it that way, maybe it was the wording.
It's word selection.
Right. I asked his permission. That kind of didn't sit right with me either because I don't want to have to ask her permission for anything either. Right? Because that's not what we are. Right.
Like
go ahead.
You say something all the time. What works for your relationship works for your relationship.
Right.
And
that's why I say
right. So one, word selection is one thing, and then two, with her, like she said, all the things that she was able to get out of him by going to him is something that a lot of women don't get because they're like, I'm just gonna go do what I'm going to do, and then when something go wrong, he like, well, you went and did it. That's your problem. I told you know what I'm saying.
So my concern with that is if you're especially married, you should be protecting her regardless.
But if I don't know what she's doing, like you went over there.
But if your wife is out there doing what so then your household is
already out of whack.
It's already out of whack, right? So like you said, I can't protect you if I don't know what you're doing. But if I haven't, or we both haven't talked about what this looks like, and we're just the wild, wild west, then what do we expect to happen? So I don't necessarily think that anybody needs to be asking. I wouldn't want, and again, that's just for me personally. I don't want any, and I think Ruth, you're pretty much like that too. You guys discuss a lot. Ruth talks about it all the time. They communicate everything.
Yes. And I was going to say, I don't ask permission, but There's nothing I'm going to do that my husband doesn't already know about that we haven't
Right.
talked about.
Right. And vice versa, correct?
Yes, vice versa as well. Yes.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. That's open lines of communication.
Yes.
So we know what's going on.
And
I
that's
know what
trust.
he
We're
is. He knows what
informed.
I am.
We're all informed. Yes.
Right.
And that's a trust in your ability. And that's a trust in you and your mate. I mean, you and
Mhm.
your spouse. Because one, like you said, communication, you're going back and forth with the communication. But now I trust your decisions because I've seen you in action.
Mhm.
So I
Right.
can trust you.
Right.
It's interesting because
Trust
I
in
don't
their
know.
bond. Right.
I personally wouldn't even go any further with a woman I didn't trust to make
Right.
a decision to
Mhm.
begin
Right.
with. But I think too many times, like Vaughn, you're on a point. People get in these relationships and don't know if they can trust this person, haven't tested them, and you get in a relationship and now there's a problem.
Mhm.
Yep.
Now the communication isn't there. Now you can't trust. Now she's doing something. You trying to catch up, after the fact,
Yep.
and that becomes problematic.
That's people don't court no more. And
No.
there's no one
No.
courts and no one has anyone kind of overseeing them either. Like, and that sounds bad, but what I mean, like younger people, they don't have an older person say, "Hey, look, you going on a date? Where y'all going? What y'all going to do? This is what you need to do. This, that." There's no guidance there.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So they're just going and running and doing whatever. And trust me, I got two kids, one 23, one just turned 22. So I know how it be. Like, it's like, nah, this. And
I'm gonna go a little further on
mistakes.
what I'm gonna go further on what Vaughn said. Even if they're courting, they're not courting with any intentionality, right? There's no intention. People are going out on dates and they think they're courting, they're doing what they say. I'm gonna buy you flowers. I'm gonna take you to dinner. I'm gonna do all the things I think I see. But what does that really look like when you're talking? What does it look like when you're really courting a woman? No one's taking the time to get to know each other. It's a microwave society. Things are happening so fast. Relationships last 3 months. In 3 months, you had a whole relationship. You know what I
That's
mean?
a
A whole
fact,
big
bro.
breakup
I
at the
had
end of
about
3
6
months.
of those. So, yeah.
Right. Things happen so fast because people are not taking time. But again, it's tough to take time to get to know people because we see each other so fast. I can meet somebody right now. I go online, I go and order what kind of girl I want on Instagram or some of these dating apps. She said yes, I said yes, I'll see you in 10 minutes, and you can go hang out. Right. And it's not, you don't talk to people. We're not talking as much. Our time is split between thousands of people. So people are not building those relationships. And we don't see Neil anymore. We don't see relationships 39 years because people are getting married now at 57. He died at 63. Yeah, 5 years.
Right.
Yep.
So how do you
Rough.
do that now? Like, how do you?
Well, to be honest, where are you? Like you said, where are you getting this advice from? If you look at the internet, it's trash. You're not seeing anything positive on the internet about relationships. So it becomes more and more problematic, right? Because there's no good information out there. Every show you see about relationships, it's so adversarial. Women this, men this. Oh,
yeah.
You don't, and it's just nothing positive out there. There's no positive dating out there.
Or I don't know if you can hear me well or not. It's acting crazy.
We can.
Okay. Or to, if you're doing it differently, you're having all this open communication, all this trust going on. People, they look at that as you're a simp to the man. They're like, why are you doing all of that? They want to turn you two away from something that works.
I don't know. I don't see simping anymore. Simping was old because simping is normal. Like Vaughn said earlier.
Well, they talking about it now. They talk. Have you seen that come back up now? Like they've been posted. Like it's weird. It came back up where they're actually using the word simp now.
Yeah, they're using it again.
And
for what? What are they?
I think
for
like,
men if you're a nice guy.
Yeah.
If you're being
so I don't know
a nice
what
guy.
that means. Right now, everybody's leaving with money.
You're too nice.
Everybody's leaving with money. Everything says you got to pay for everything. That's if you're in the manosphere, you have to pay for everything. So, people are leading with, I know I got to pay for everything. Women know they need it. They're expected to be given everything. That's what I see a lot.
So it was a girl that they had her on. I gotta find the clip, try to send it to you. But she was like, the dude was weird. He opened my car door. He bought me flowers. He took me here, this and that, and then he brought me straight back home. Like he was like how you supposed to be. And she's like, I'm never calling him again.
Right. And I've run into that plenty of times because we are so conditioned for certain things to happen. I remember a couple times where I did that and the girl was like, you're gay. You don't like me? What? No,
Yeah.
I just didn't want to
Bro.
jump on you the first second, but I didn't know you were used to getting jumped up and down like a trampoline all the time. If I knew
Right.
that, I'd have took you to the motel and cut out this.
Straight.
Again,
Bro.
it does happen where you're trying to be that guy and you're big and you do all the things right and you're looked at because girls are so used to guys. Girls really used to wrestling at the end of the night. They're ready to wrestle.
Yeah.
Right. That's
Bob
what they're used to.
Backlund.
They're ready to get the wrestle on the end of the night. Stop. Oh no, come on, stop. No,
Yeah.
I just know I don't know you like stop. They're ready to
Right.
do that, right? And that becomes the problem, and that's what they're used to. So when you don't get into the wrestling match, you must be gay because their ego thinks I'm so sexy, everybody wants me. Well, I want to get to know you first. So getting to know them, now you're gay.
Hey, listen,
Right.
you know I do.
It may not be
film
ego
on
though.
film.
It's there. Some of these are learned behaviors. It's their experiences. You know, some of them got daddy issues. They never were taught how to. You know, they've never seen a proper date. They've never seen their father date their mother. You know, so it's
Right. That's right. Good point. Good point.
Mm-hmm.
And what I do, like I've worked in entertainment. I work with music, film, models, all of that. And by me not reacting to women the way that they expected me to, it got me in more. I'm like, you really. I shot a movie and the girl, beautiful woman. My boy was sitting right there next to me. She texted, "Where you at?" I'm at Major's house. Oh, I was around the corner. I was trying to see if you home. What? And because I didn't react the way that she wanted me to react, a whole different person showed up on the set. Models, the same, and I'm around women all the time. So I have to be a certain way. I only think about my work. When I didn't feed into that ego of theirs, turned into something else. I didn't know women had an ego.
Right.
I did not know. And my dad had to tell me, he was like, you bruised that girl's ego.
Right.
Because she's so used to everybody chasing her. When you were like, nah, I'm just trying to work.
Right.
It messed with her head. Beautiful.
Women
Go ahead.
don't know about rejection because they're rarely rejected. They're the ones usually
not
doing
outwardly.
the rejection. Right.
Yeah.
They're always
Especially
usually the
the
one
beautiful
doing the
women.
rejection. Right. No, this is all women. There's no woman that has any woman online anywhere with inbox. There's men in there that they're not
All of them.
responding to, that whatever. So that gives them the false impression that they are wanted, readily wanted anyway. Right. They're like, oh, these guys in my inbox, everybody wants me. They don't. So, but that gives them the false sense of security, or men are always talking to them, so they really think they're the bee's knees. You're not. So I'm just saying, women, and that's why your egos are, and that's why when that man doesn't give you the reaction, it's weird to you. You're like, wait, what? You ain't try to. You don't want what? Then they're acting up. Is that is that true, Shamika? Do you think that women? I'm just asking. I gotta know. You're a woman on here.
I didn't say nothing.
Do I mean, how many times like men try to talk to like women all the time, right, Leanne?
Yeah.
Are you out here trying to be in men's inbox?
What? No.
Right. I really this is a true question. Do women have time to be in men inboxes because there's so many men in their inbox? When you're going through,
You're not even responding to all of them.
right, but you're looking.
Because you already know what they want. You already know what it is. So, like,
Wait, is there any man that wants something different?
could be. I don't know.
Okay. Hey, right. I don't know. Oh man. Okay, next one,
See?
man. Please. Oh my God, you're so beautiful. I just want to marry you. Can I see you tonight? I just want to talk.
Percent of women are virgins on their wedding day.
Probably about 25%.
25%? Okay. It's 5%. What percent of women have been on birth control at some point in their life? 90%. Which is all good and well until we start looking at the body count statistics, where after a woman has had 5 partners, her chance of a happy marriage drops to 20%. So, and the average woman has slept with more than 5 men. Remember, historically, 100 years ago, 85% of women were virgins on their wedding night. Now, what else does men get out of marriage? They get loyalty, but not today because half of women leave. Then we start to go into weight, where women are overweight. Average woman is 5'3", 170 pounds. We scream misogyny at me, but these are just numbers. What percent of women are virgins on their wedding day?
Probably about 25%.
25%.
The church is quiet.
I mean, it wasn't much to say off of that. The whole birth, yeah, and the birth control had nothing really to do with anything.
Well, it did. I think she was saying that so many women are on it because they're having sex.
That's not true. A lot of people are put on birth control because of hormonal issues and other issues.
And they're not having sex?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So they're still having sex. And
they're not necessarily having sex.
But if only 5% of women are virgins at time of marriage, it's a lot of sex going on. Right? If those stats, and we haven't checked those stats, so we don't know if they're true or not, right? So, but I think for what she's saying is that, which is weird, but she's saying that since women are all sexually active and on birth control and these things of that nature, and what she say, if you have 5 or more men, you're less likely to have a bad marriage.
It drops down to 29%.
Something like
you
that.
To have a good marriage.
I don't know if that's true either. But I guess she was saying like, what do men get now? Before you got a relatively clean slate, now you're getting somebody with a body count. I mean, if her numbers are true, it would seem like a lot of people are going to have bad marriages.
And he said loyalty. Men would get loyalty, but now most of the women leave.
Yeah, right. There was a statistic I saw where most women are filing for divorce. But again, I think some of these stats can be misleading because why are they filing for divorce? You cheated 10 times, or you are broke, or you're not. There may be legitimate reasons why they are divorcing. They're not saying that. So that stat to me can be a little misleading to make women look bad because maybe she's just getting out of a bad situation. I don't know too many people just leaving just because. But these women's body counts are crazy today. Us men, us good men, just have these women that just be out here having fun. Then wonder,
hey, listen,
and then want us to look past things, a lot of things.
What are you trying to say, Ruth? She just shook her head at you. See that?
I'm glad my internet is acting up. That's all I can say.
We hear her perfectly. She's like, yeah, the internet acting up.
It's acting crazy tonight, but women don't have the same high body counts as men usually. We can stop that narrative now.
I gotta get a camera. I gotta get a camera.
I don't know if you can hear me. That narrative needs to go.
I'm gonna ask you one question: who are men having sex with? Women, for the most part. So,
but with many women versus the women with fewer men. So let's just get that.
No, most women want the same men.
You always say that, yeah.
So meaning they do. They want the successful man, usually maybe the more in shape man, the tall man, the man with money. Women want those men, right?
Okay.
For the most part.
Okay.
So they're all having sex with the same men, which a lot of times, not all the time, but you're having sex with the same type of man. So this man, but again, these women are having a lot of sex. We just see they're having a lot of sex. I think women and men are having sex especially now. I think it's free love. Like everybody can do what they want to do. I don't think I think women are trying to be, like I said, more like hot girl summers. We out here just doing our thing. How many times you heard a girl say, yeah, I effed him and left? You did what? What's that? You do what? So women are talking about they F men now.
I was shocked at I knew a girl 40, when I watched her move, I was like, oh, I didn't know you grown and you still moving like this. Like she was hot scotch and she had a jar of pickles, boy. Like she had a few that ran through her, and I was like, you're grown. And this I'm talking about in the 3-year span. If that. I'm like, you're grown. And this
Well,
is
if we
what you're
said,
doing?
hey, we said relationships last about 3 months, right? Every 3 months, you meet somebody, you have the whole relationship, sex, everything, and then you move on, right? And then you meet somebody else, maybe a month later, and you do it again.
That's
And you
12
do it
dudes
again.
in 3 years. Right.
So men and women's numbers are going up because nobody's taking time off to get better. Nobody's taking time off to think about what did I do wrong? No, I'm just jumping to the next person or jumping under the next person. So numbers are people are having sex.
Wow.
Bodies are being dropped. You understand? And it is what it is. But we have to understand that also, I think it starts to make us devalue personal relationships because we're not having them. We're not getting close to people. We're not learning what it is to really talk and work through things. We're having fun, the honeymoon stage. Everything is great until it's not. And when it's not, I'm going to leave you because I can go get somebody else. I'll go right back online, right back on whatever. And before you know it, I'm on top of somebody else, making the same mistakes.
Wow.
Right? And those numbers add up. You know, if you're dropping 4, 5, 6 a year.
A year?
Yeah, it's how many? 3 into 12 is what?
Right.
You know what I mean? And you may have that vacation where you get that dude Trevor in Jamaica who had the baby arm. And you're like, Trevor, and Trevor got some too. So your numbers, or you met that guy with the beard that was perfect, and you couldn't say no. It happens. So your numbers go up, men and women. You know, like I said, if we're both going from person to person to person to person, trying to find a relationship, but not knowing what a relationship is, which is why we fail at 3 months.
Wow. And
we start over again. Everybody, I think everyone's looking for love, but don't know what love is.
My boy told me, he's like, I don't want to meet your chick until month. He said, no, until 5 months. He said, in 5 months, then I'll meet your girl. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, bro, they don't last.
Right. Because I think people don't know how to be in relationships.
And I will say this. Like I said, last week, this is when I was really like expanding, like trying to slow things down, talk, let's do this, let's do that. He could see right through it. He was like, and that's why I got off of that type thing too, because it was a certain type I was chasing that had traits. After I looked at it, I was like, yo, this is what it is. I gotta slide this way.
The first step is recognizing it.
Yeah.
Well, wait, I have a question for
My
you.
name is Vaughn.
Vaughn, I have a question for you.
Oh, no.
Was it you chasing your type? Was it your type was the problem, or were you the problem?
Oh no, it was definitely not. This one wasn't me, because I literally said, look, I think this is what I want to do. I want to take you out. I want to be out places with you. I want you to meet my people. I don't want you staying over here every night, and I'm not going to stay over your house every night. I'm not going to do that. If we're going to really be something, then we got to be something. Because everything that I do, she can't be like wishy-washy or unstable. She going to feel some type of way about the people I'm around. And if you're going to be solid, I need to see that you solid. We got to have something solid at home. Now, in some other cases, it was me. I was a cowboy.
Right.
That was a long time ago, Daryl. That wasn't.
Listen, I was just taught by Doc. Doc's not here tonight. Doc taught us it can't be everybody else.
Oh no!
Right. The point is you.
The common denominator is you.
Absolutely.
And the common denominator can also be this. I learned this from Tupac. You cannot be an angel around demons. Stop hanging around them people that they can't add to you. Whenever you with people that are constantly taking, but they're not putting nothing in, like back into.
But again, is that the person or is that you?
That's your perception. That's you for not being discerning.
Right. That's still
Again,
you.
it goes back to like what they said. You may not have seen people actually in symbiotic relationships. You've seen
Right.
you've seen parasites,
Right.
whether it's your parents or whoever. So then you got to go. All right, I recognize there's something going on here. I may be a good person, but I'm offering myself up, like I'm sacrificing myself by putting me out here. I want this. I want this life, but these are not the proper steps to get there.
Right. So that's still you.
It all comes back to
Get
you.
another
At
one,
the end
Leanne.
of the day, it comes back to you.
Right.
To take ownership.
All is you, right? I can't blame anybody else for what I do.
Mhm.
You can blame who you let in your life. Let's see what we got, Leanne.
Broke and never been to college, but is fine as hell, can cook, has good nurturing skills, good in bed, will always get the better man than the woman who makes hella bread, is hella accomplished, but she is totally out of touch with her womanly side and role. It's women right now making tons of money, A+ credit, business rolling, while you're gone at work all day. Your man is cheating with a woman who's unemployed and makes him feel like a man. When a woman says, oh, they don't want me in the bed because I don't gotta take his ish. What she's saying is that if I have my own everything, I can talk to you any kind of way. It means I can have other men. I got my own money, got my own car. That right there should disqualify a woman from being the wifey, the face card. Wow. We as women should all be functioning as adults. Money, credit, transportation, housing. That's called being a grown adult. Gotcha, bitch. Woman who is broke and never.
Very interesting. What do women think than what she said? Was she on point? Was she talking crazy?
She's talking crazy.
Okay, tell me more, Leanne.
It's ridiculous. You can support yourself and make a way for yourself and still be in a good relationship.
Right.
It's not that you have to have one or the other. You can have both.
So, go ahead. What do you think, Ruth?
I agree. I don't see why it has to be either or. You know, you can be standing on your own financially, you know, career-wise, and still be a good mate for that man who's doing the same thing and bring it together. And that empire is even better.
Meek?
Yeah, I agree with the masses on that. Like, it never has to be one or the other. It's balanced. A little bit of both.
So, by going off of what she said, and what we talked about earlier, going off of what she said, she was basically saying that the woman that has money kind of was disrespectful to him, and she disrespected him and pushed him out of his place, where the other woman wasn't like that. And that's why she was saying that's why those things happen. Earlier, when I asked Daryl, would a man marry down? Remember, I said, would you pick somebody that can manage 50,000? It goes back to it relates to this question and to y'all answers, because y'all all said we can have both and we can do this, that, and the third. I get it. Now, when we're both there, what are our roles? Are you going to step out of? Am I stepping out of pocket with you? You stepping out of pocket with me? Because that lady was just saying, like, if that woman makes more than that man, it sounded like she probably made more than him. She was talking dirty to him, or she felt like she could, peck him.
So it definitely seemed like she was asking, what does, if they both make the same or make more, what is this woman bringing to this man's life? That's what she seemed to be saying. Like,
she said
if the woman can cook and do other things, he's going to pick her over the woman who's making money, because this woman who's making money is not adding anything to the life. She can't do anything else. I think that's what she was saying. Like, that's why I said he would go mess with somebody who's broke. That makes him feel more like a man. Now, this is a mentality thing, because I don't know if a man, see again, this when we equate money and man being a man, that's what's the problem with me, right? Because I'm like, money doesn't make you a man, make you less than a man. So if she makes more or less than you, that shouldn't matter, right? It shouldn't really matter at the end of the day, because if you're leading, you still can lead if you make less money. So that's always weird to me when we try to, she makes more than him. But if a woman feels like her making more than now, she could talk down to the man or something, then that's a problem too, right? But I think, look, at the end of the day, go ahead, Boom.
I've seen firsthand. I've seen a woman go from making $15 an hour to making $65,000 a year, and I've seen the change in them, where it was like, I'm gonna throw you out this window because of the way that she started to act. Like, yo, we have to talk her down. Like, she tripping.
But was now this is the real question I would have with that, because I've seen this happen, and the man, to me, he felt like he was losing control because now she's making as much or more money. So he was really tripping because she was making more money. That is what I seen in that case, because we use money as a barometer. Now, was that the case? Was she really tripping, or was really now like, I don't have the control I used to have?
Nah, it took on the attitude of the people she was around. And this was a dude that made sure, like, she went to school, helped her get her papers and everything so that she could get to where she was going. And he wasn't making, it wasn't like he wasn't making money. He was actually, they were like almost like neck and neck. And so he was like happy. You know what I'm saying? He made the same amount, but he did a different type of job. She was in the office. He was out, you know, in the field. And the people she was around, you started to see her acting more like her friends or her co-workers. And I'm like, bro, you know, chill out, wah. Until I seen it firsthand, I was like, oh, snap. That's not the same girl.
He had a bad egg. He didn't vet her well. They didn't vet each other well.
Yeah.
You know,
it didn't but see, it didn't change. They were 2-3 years into the relationship, and then it was a change. And when it changed, it was like, oh shoot. I'm like, yo, dog. He was stressing.
Because he was worried about her leaving. See, and you started acting.
No, it was the way she was acting.
But I always think that there's two sides to everything, right? I think that, and I don't know the situation, but like I said, the one I saw when the girl started making more money, he was really upset, and he didn't want her to get promotions because, again, he loses control. So it was in his mind, he was losing control of the relationship because all he had was money to control her. Right. So now he didn't feel like much of a man, because guess what? She can pay the bills by herself or help out. She can kick an equal. And sometimes a man's ego can't take that. And that's the problem. We can't take a woman making as much as us, or we can't take a woman making more than us because we feel like less than a man. And that's us not being a man, right? That's not us really being a man. We're boys. That's grown boys. Because how much money you make shouldn't dictate, your roles.
His situation, he drove trucks. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, they make good money. So his whole plan was, while you can go to school, do all of this, because the plan was for both of them to get, basically, if she got up there even halfway where he was at, that would take out a lot of, problems. But it was the mouth. Like, I seen this woman go from
very mouth before,
not like this. Like, she talked to this dude. I'm like, dog, what happened?
I think she was who she was. Her mouth was what it was. Mm-hmm. He started getting more reckless because, again, he felt some type. What is what I feel? I don't know anything about it, but I could see a man who is not in control anymore, because guess what? I can buy what I want to buy now. And she might have felt that way too. Look, I can buy what I don't need you. And that hurts you. So now you talking crazy. Now she talking crazy. We're both talking crazy because now we're, you're talking crazy. She's talking crazy. It's tough sometimes. Men and their egos. And I'm just saying, I can see a man have an issue with a woman making more than him. Because the way we look at things. Say again?
Then they have the wrong mentality, because that whole, that my money, your money thing, we need a team mentality. It's our money.
But see, it's not the wrong mentality. That's what's been taught forever. That's the problem. This is what's taught when we go and say a man is supposed to provide for his house, and provide means monetarily. When we say that, it messes up everything because when that woman makes more, you throw everything off.
She was
Providing
making-
doesn't have to be monetary, right? It should just you're providing, like I said, provisions, your perspective, your protection. These things should come independently of what is being made. And the problem is we put a dollar sign on it. We say,
right,
you're supposed to pay for everything. So if you don't pay for everything, you're not a man.
But see, he made close to 100,000. She was at 65. In a couple of years, she was going to be close to what he was making. But you got to think she went up to 65, where a year or two before she was making 30, if that.
Right.
And
Well, I don't know the
people.
situation enough to really talk about it, right? We don't know
Yeah.
the ins and outs. But I do know if her mouth, the person pretty much is who they are. Her mouth was always probably reckless. Did it get more reckless? Could have. Did it get more reckless because he got more reckless? It could have. I could see
Probably.
that her making more money could be a problem for somebody. Especially now, you're like, oh snap, I'm gone. And she can do what she want to do. She's taking trips without me. She's not. She's taking trips without me. It could be a problem. You know what I mean? So I can see how it could be an issue. I don't have a problem with it. Woman, you can make as much money as you want. Please make more money than me. Okay? You want to sit me home and take care of the house? I got you.
Got you.
Leon, give us one more before we get out of here.
Y'all crazy as hell.
You know what I mean? Jeez. But Neil always says it should be a team approach. The money should be our money. It shouldn't worry about who does what.
That's how I feel.
Where we got to put it. No, but you feel that women should have their own money on the side. I don't agree to that.
I did not say that.
You did say that before.
I
You and
did
Doc said
not
it.
say that.
Yeah. Roger, she got money. She's hiding it somewhere.
It's our money because that money can change at any given moment.
Right.
Any moment.
That's where it should be. I don't believe in keeping something on the side for yourself. Okay, here we go. We did this last week, I think, Leanne.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Do you think women should keep money on the side?
I don't believe in that.
Yeah. How about you, Shamika?
No.
What do you think, Vaughn?
If y'all married, I don't think
Yeah.
you should.
Gotcha. Me neither. We got to talk to Doc next week. Go ahead, Leanne.
The day you fall off, that woman ain't interested as you think.
Yeah, once you start complaining and dragging your feet,
She don't want to hear no complaint. The day you come home and think you could be like, hey, I was down, I lost it. She gonna stroke your ego, but she gonna remember that time. You cannot let them see you one time.
When's the last time you think you've opened up to a woman?
We don't.
They gonna tell you can.
Whenever something go down, they gonna throw it back in your face.
So that's
That's what. That's what. So you can't ever.
The day you fall off,
Get in my
that
feelings.
woman ain't interested as you think.
Women? Neil, is that true?
Completely
Is that
untrue.
true? You pray for their downfall. When their downfall, do you use it in a argument
Your
later?
spouse?
Yes, your spouse.
Like, why?
Nah, do I hate my spouse? It's crazy. Now, if I don't like you, then of course that's gonna be it. But if I like you, then nah, you can share things with me, and it's not fair game. It's certain things that should never be brought up in an argument. Period.
I will say that's a very healed response. Now, give me 15 years ago, would you have the same response?
Oh, it's fair game.
Right. Right.
There is no such thing as hands off
limits. Right.
Off limits. It's all fair game.
Right.
Because you need to know.
That's
And
how
I
they
gotta
end up
hurt
in the
you
river.
just as
Neil.
much as you hurt me.
Right. Neil, how about you? Was there a time where you would use anything to during an argument?
Maybe early on
Right.
in the relationship when I didn't fully learn how to communicate and what was okay to say or bring back up. I was working through understanding that. So yeah, I would throw out some things that maybe was said before, in a vulnerable time and hurt them. And I had to learn how to not do that. I had to learn how to fight fair. That's what I
Fight fair. Shamika, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree totally. Like it's fighting fair. There was a time in the past where, yeah, there's no holds barred and anything goes. But once you heal, mature, learn, you learn better.
But it's too late now. It's too late. Thank you guys for admitting that you ruined some men with your lack of compassion and just saying anything to hurt us.
Daryl, but he did the same thing, Daryl. That works.
Oh, now that's what don't.
Right, it was a back and forth. It was a back and forth. It was a back and
we're going
forth.
with?
Yes.
It takes two people to fight.
No. You guys were doing good, and then you weren't accountable again. You started talking about men again. We were talking about you guys and how you're ruining men, and somehow you try to turn it back on us. The simple thing is,
not a
men
turn.
and women you did because
that's just what it is.
Relationships
Let me ask you this though.
back and forth. Relationships are two-way streets. Period.
No. When you bring
9 times out of
go ahead, Vaughn.
9 times out of 10, y'all punched him below the belt first.
Absolutely.
Because a man does not try. He does not try to destroy you. Because we don't fight girls.
Oh yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they
But you ain't
do.
with him no more, right?
And that's why.
I don't think off rip. I don't think off
That's
rip.
not.
I don't think off rip.
Men don't necessarily try to. We do not fight girls because we know what's going to.
What I would say is it depends on how they were raised.
No, what I
Because if
think
you've
is
seen that behavior, you will repeat that behavior. Even as a man.
But if you're in a relationship and she continues to do it, sometimes you return fire. After it happened 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, you keep doing it. He may, especially because again, his intelligence, especially like I said, this is when we were younger, we didn't know better. He's going to fire back and say something to hurt you because you didn't hurt him so bad.
Or he firing first and I'm firing back.
No, men don't usually fire.
Yeah. Oh, yes, men do.
No.
Yes, men
Women don't do the
do.
psychological warfare. that you
Yes,
guys do.
they do. Yes,
No,
they
men
do.
don't do that. Men don't do
Yes,
that. 'Cause men
they
are
do.
physical.
Yes,
They have a
they
storage.
do.
They have a storage part in there too. Yes, they do bring that stuff.
Yes,
back.
they
We do
do.
bring it
No,
up.
we're
We
saying
don't
at a
do it
certain point,
first.
yes. Ruth, you're right. Some point, yes, but it's usually after they've been
No,
beat up.
and okay, I'm gonna let you have the usually and some,
Okay,
but
so let me.
some men do.
Yeah.
No, what women
they
don't
do.
do is take accountability for actions they do before. Like
Mhm.
the first video we saw where the woman was tripping over the Morgan name in the phone when it wasn't his. That's something he didn't react to it, but inside he felt like it was just crazy. But he let it go. Those things happen, and then after a while, the man will blow up. After all those things happened,
Man,
many
I'm gonna
times
tell
he
you.
got blamed for something he wasn't doing because the last guy wasn't issue. Now he's getting blamed. Remember, he's taking all that on. I know you guys don't want to give us credit, but we're taking on every dude that you ever been with because you can't get over it and you think every dude is the same. So yes, after a while, we get tired of you
Oh,
constantly.
you get tired. That's what
Or
happens.
Yes,
no,
when you
of
guys are
getting
constantly
hit.
on us, yes,
Of
we
getting
can't
hit.
outthink you. We can't try to think of everything that's going to go wrong. Like you said, it's my fault. I should have knew Morgan was on there. I should have raced it before you saw it. That's too much to handle.
And the
It
rest of the
is.
world. And the rest of the world. And y'all navigate emotions like squirrels. Y'all move so fast. You're like, what is going on? And anytime that you gotta think of this, a man is combative by nature physically. We are not combative emotionally. So how many times have you smacked and hit on the man and he sat there and he's gonna do the same thing emotionally until you get to a point where you're like, hey, all right, now that's enough. You crazy too.
Remember
And
what you did with
anytime-
your mom. You act like
Right.
that because you remember told me to with your mom, but it took me a long
Right.
time to get there. It took me a
It took
long
me a
time.
long time to
get
get
the mom
there.
card out. Okay.
Yep. And he feel
And
bad about it.
to be
And the
honest,
thing about it, the dude feel bad about it. Y'all don't never feel bad about it.
but
This,
not even he feel,
He said,
not
"We
that he
don't
feels
feel bad about it."
Not that
Never?
it was bad. He was saying it legitimately because he felt that you were acting like your mom because what happened. He's giving the real. He's not even trying to use it as a slight, but you're taking
Nah.
it really like maybe acting like this way because your mom all her life do this.
Right.
And all you heard, my mom. Don't talk about my mom. Da-da-da. You told me your mom was crazy. You saw this happen. See now?
So it's been
Now
great.
you're there.
Any last words?
What's that, Leanne?
Look at Leanne. She's just like, y'all.
And stop talking over us, Leanne. For we be fighting. So
All
me and
y'all
Leanne,
do is talk.
it's a talk show. We gonna look at each other.
All you do is talk. Then y'all talking over each other, trying to make a point. You
Right.
and Vaughn.
Well, because we're getting in and we're talking the same thing. If you listen, we're saying the same thing.
No, you're not.
Okay, what
We
we saying,
are.
Leanne?
We're saying that women don't listen.
Mhm.
They don't listen. They try to jump in and control things.
Leanne.
That's because I'm supposed to. And if I don't, then this daggone show will be off the rails. Gotta,
Now, see
put
how that-
this show
Look,
on the
I said.
tag.
You know what I said? You're right. See how easy that
You're
was?
right. You're right.
It was so easy. Women they don't have that in their repertoire.
You
Leanne,
right.
You're right. You're right.
You
No,
right.
see the difference? You're right was smart. Like, yeah, whatever. See the difference? You can't even be authentic with it. Can't even be
right.
authentic. Hey, Leanne, listen, we got to get done because this is what I'm talking about. Women can't even be authentic. You guys need to. I'm gonna have Doc give you guys a show where you guys can just.
I'm gonna
talk
hit this
through your
end
problems.
stream button real quick.
Okay? All right. Again, just because you're impatient, it's not funny, Neil.
Yes, it is because you're hysterical with this. Men do their shit. Okay, bottom line. Y'all may be a little more discreet or subtle, not as out there with it like we are in that video sometimes, but y'all do y'all shit.
No, we
And
didn't
if
say
y'all
we
don't
didn't.
do it right, then you hold it in and resent. So y'all still got work to do.
Right. And that's what we're saying. We do.
Agree.
I agree.
We agree.
I have a lot of work to do when I have Leanne on my neck all the time. This is all the time. Hey.
But in that work, you got to stop pointing that finger at each other. It's you got to stop.
Oh, we can't say why we feel a certain
No,
way.
you
Like I feel
can't in
Leanne's
that
on me
moment.
all the
You
time.
can't. No,
I
not
can't
in
say
that
Leanne
moment.
is on me all the time.
You can't do that to her when she's trying to talk to you and communicate.
Okay, so I'm gonna say the person with the little vibes in the window is always on my back. Can I say that?
Communicate, and what I'm trying to let you know is wrap it up.
See, this is what I'm talking about. You can't have a conversation
We
with her.
got
She
any
don't stay on
last
task.
words here, people?
She don't stay on task.
Last
This is what I'm
words.
talking about.
Last words, Lee.
Hey, make sure y'all follow us on all social media.
That's not
Hit
it.
us up in the room.
No, you're not saying it right. This is ridiculous.
Hit us up.
I need you to
Hit
do
us
better,
up.
Leanne,
Now who's talking over who?
because
Hit
you're
us
not
up
doing it right.
on
Do it again.
Facebook. Give
Nothing but
be
answers.
part of the
Facebook.
page.
Say Nothing But Answers Facebook channel. Please like, subscribe, and share. Also, go to our Nothing But Answers Facebook group. We love all the comments there. Keep them coming. Please, if you have any comments or things you would like to share them there. You can email any of us, and we can talk about whatever you guys would like to talk about. Other than that, we're going to vote Leanne off the show.